am Vinayakan. I'm from India. I'm at the Ecole de Bois from September 2013 in the International Timber Trade Program. 6 months of study, 6 months of internship. I think it just offered me the right mix of what I was looking for. One, I wanted to be in a small class. I didn't want to go to a really, really big school. And I think Ecole de Bois offered something to me in terms of it being very different from the work experience that I was used to. And I also thought the way the forests are managed in India, it's not very scientific as of today. But the course content that I have taken here in terms of how to manage forest, how to give value to forest, I genuinely believe there is plenty of knowledge that I can take back to India whenever I go back. Accommodation, interestingly, the university offered, connected me with a French family who were more than happy to host me for 6 months or whatever period of time. So they have given me a nice room in their house. So I basically live in their apartment and I pay a monthly rent, and it's very comfortable because the public transport in Nantes is very efficient. While it's not very close to the school, but because the public transport is so efficient, it's not difficult at all coming to the school. Let me broadly answer this question. The education style or system in India is very different from how it is in France. The school that I went to, it was a hotel management school, so it may not be the right comparison, but the whole delivery of education in itself, in France it's very different. It's more action oriented in terms of taking you to the workshop or taking you to the company, different cities, more student intensive activity, whereas in India it's more of textbook learning and then you prepare for an exam. So I think I enjoyed this format more because mentally I was prepared to make the change, and I genuinely encourage it for other people also because it's more hands-on than being just theory-oriented, and then you go to workplace and discover things are very different. So that's the difference, and I've enjoyed the difference. Great question. I've been to France a couple of times before in 2011 and 12, so I always had a pretty good idea of what to expect in France. One thing I definitely learned in the 8-10 months that I've been here is being a vegetarian in France is not difficult at all. It's about just knowing what to ask for in the restaurant and what to buy at the supermarket, and it takes a couple of weeks to get used to it. But once you know the words from using a dictionary or learning a little bit of language, it's got a pulse to it and you eventually get to doing it. And also, being a vegetarian in France can be slightly more expensive because it's predominantly a meat-eating country. But as long as you are able to make sense and make those adjustments, it's absolutely fine. My impression as far as France is concerned didn't really change much, but I would say it's not difficult being a vegetarian in France. Sitting in the class with the students from all parts of the world. I mean, it was like a mini United Nations sessions. We would be picking on each other, and at times the professors would be disturbed how friendly these guys are, because I think in France the distance between the students and the professors are very much. The casual atmosphere in the class is not there, but we guys just created a party out of every class, and I think over a period of time the professors started enjoying it. So definitely sitting in the class with the students and the diversity of it was just fantastic. Absolutely, in a heartbeat. And I would highly recommend that for Indian students, purely for the hands-on experience they will get studying in a university like this. Je voudrais un pain au chocolat, s'il vous plaît.